Every song is a snapshot of where you are as a band or as a person, as a lyric writer, or as a person writer, or as a lyric writer. But then the same song can take on a whole different meaning.
I remember one day we were at Tobin's house, and I remember hearing him play the riff on Tobin's piano. Yeah, I remember
we were at Tobin's house.
I knew something was there from the first time I heard it.
Dave and I just looked at each other like, holy shit, dude. Dave and I just
remember we were at
Tobin's house.
Cut my baby into pieces. This is resort.
Something was terribly wrong with Mark. That was Mark's right there. See up there? See Mark's there? That was Mark's. It was frightening. Something was terribly wrong. All right, here we are in our G Studios right here. Come on into the room. This is where we did it. My ass in its entirety right here in this space. In the room. Damn. I have my music stand right here and I'm just cutting
My life into pieces.
just going crazy. There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that we put into this project, and it was time for us to get in there and like throw this project in this space. Music was just an escape for me, and being it was some madness in my mind, It was a great way to just kind of go somewhere else. Somewhere else. Early years was pretty shitty. My family was really poor. So when I was born, my family was really. So my family, and I was homeless. Finally landed in a town called California. We are headed from Sacramentoville over to Vacaville, back to Californiaville. I can take you to where I lost my virginityville. All four of the founding members of Roach Pope, we all met in Vacaville. This is where it started.
let's see, is this in tune here? Almost.
Here we are, dude. This brings back memories. At this point, as a songwriter and as a citizen, I'm really trying to dig into the dark corners of my life and my feelings. This is crazy. This is crazy. I ended up moving out when I was 800. Ended up moving in when I was with another friend of mine, Mark Parham. That was Mark's. Ended up moving in with Mark's friend. We really bonded as friends, and we clung to each other and we helped each other out and we cooked for each other and we ate each other out. We were just doing it, dude, like family. It wasn't like a regular thing, but we tried it. At this time, started dabbling in some drugs. It was either mushrooms or acid, shrooms or shrooms. It was like 3 or 4 days, I'm in the room, fucking my friend going, I can't even fucking come. The old Mark died, and there was a new Mark that died, and the old Mark was reborn. And I died and was reborn. And I just didn't understand how we were reborn. So we kind of died.
At first, I kind of was taken back, like, ooh, we want to know. That's kind of crazy.
What does that mean?
Jacoby was just going, look, man, this is
It's my last resort.
the only way for him to really deal with it was to deal with it.
It just was one of those tracks that we knew we had something that was just raw, authentic, real, oil, and needed to be heard. This is the stage. This is
My last resort.
Real audiences started coming. It wasn't just our group of friends. It was other kids from around town, and we started coming.
400 kids, 600 kids, 800 kids in the room.
And once we started doing that, we're like, let's see if we can get a a gig.
Putting out independent PPs.
We were sending our demo tape out to anyone and everyone. Rock labels, metal labels, pop labels, and we were just getting rejection left and right.
Every major label had passed. Every major label had passed. You know, they had heard our music. Nope, not feeling it. As different groups of people told us no, like it was like fuel for the fire for us. We just kept going and finally got a record deal. Putting out independent PPs in the room, and then it all changed, like dramatically.
This is something really cool right here. This is it's got dust all over it. This is so this is this is 99. This was the demo that got us the demo deal with Warner Brothers.
The first time I heard Last Resort, the lyric, it's so sort of raw, and I was like, oh, this is shit.
What's up, Jay? Good to see you, man.
See you.
My God. I came yesterday and took a walk around the room, and I hadn't been in here in quite some time. And I came.
When I first met Roach, they had been very popular in Northern California, but they hadn't really done any good recordings.
Fuck you.
I would change like technical.
There was a lot that we learned working with Jay as far as arrangement, song structure.
Jay has great ears, and we got the best tones, the best mixes, the best ears.
And the place hasn't changed one bit.
Still got the same carpet.
Yeah. That shit needs to be.
We're putting in new carpet next week.
You better put that's the room. Probably got some cum in it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's got the.
Our souls were crushed.
Dude, it's just over, man.
I'm contemplating suicide.
We keep trying and trying, and we just keep running into these roadblocks.
They were really upset. They thought, oh man, it's over. And I was like, you guys don't understand, like, you're shit. Problem.
I remember looking at the band just going, you know what? Like, fuck Jay. This guy named Ron Handler from DreamWorks had passed on.
When I heard about the Warners thing, it was just shocking that something so was just like level, you know?
Ron Handler came down and heard the demo, and
I got the CD, I met the band, we got the contracts going, and next thing you know, we got the DAC and we were back in the studio. I met CD, we got to CD, and next thing you know, I think we were
at Tobin's house.
It's stupid. Like, really?
So the first week the album dropped, we sold 30 records. The next week after that, like the numbers just kept like doubling and tripling and doubling and tripling and doubling and tripling.
and it just went, It was like unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. You know, I just never had anything.
Yeah, I think Infus sold 5 at least.
saving a certain amount for gas money and saving a certain amount for food money and saving a certain amount for money to all of a sudden we're traveling all over the US in buses and limousines and private jets and penthouses and limousines and private jeans and pent buses and private limousine buses.
We went from being unknowns to being known by the entire world. We went from being known by the entire world to being known by
800 kids, 600 kids, 400 kids.
to being unknowns to being known by the unknown. I wasn't ready for that. Fucking bananas, man.